This program is proudly brought to you by the VAFA Live Official app. With live scores, team stats, player stats and much, much more. Everything you need for the VAFA in the palm of your hand. Download it from the App Store or Google Play now.
Hello viewers, Dom here from Complete Sports Management here at Old Trinity, where we have witnessed Uni Blues defeat Old Trinity by 70 points, and I'm here with their victorious coach Heath Jamieson. Heath, in that first half it was quite competitive from both sides, and particularly Old Trinity really brought it up to you guys, but then had a 9-goal third quarter which pretty much shut the result beyond doubt. What was the turning point from the first half when Old Trinity were really at you guys to the second half, you pretty much overrunning them and winning the game quite convincingly in the end?
Yeah, look, I thought our mindset early in the game was off. You know, I thought we didn't bring the heat that we needed to. Old Trinity brought a heat, and to their credit, they were really good. And one thing that we've always said with our group is if you don't bring effort and intensity, the competition's so good that you're going to get found out, you know, and we did. You know, I think they were 6 goals to 3, probably 5 or 6 minutes into the second quarter, and running at us hard. So we had to throw a number behind the ball. Then we just, I think there was a patch of play in front of where we were standing just down here for probably 5 minutes, where the ball, we just able to grind away and stop their scoring, and then we got some momentum. And then, yeah, to the boys' credit, they were able to change the way we played during the game, which is something we're working on as well. In finals, it's going to be tough going forwards. There'll be ebbs and flows where the opposition score heavily, so you want to make sure that you can hold on.
Yep.
I thought today to change the way we played midway through that second quarter and actually come back with the ascendancy was a good effort.
Yep. So as a result of Old Zaverians losing today against Old Brighton, you're now unofficially minor premiers. So it's a really big achievement for the group and for the club. How does that make you feel so far with one round to go? You've all but shored up the minor premiership spot.
Yeah, no, it's good. Look, there's not much difference between finishing 1-2, but it's nice always to finish on top of the ladder. Unfortunately, it's not the EPL, so we don't walk away with the title now.
That's right.
We've got the fight on but we're going to play hopefully in a couple of finals. We're going to set ourselves really good for that. Done a great job to get to where we need to be, but what we want to end up with at the end of the year is obviously what everyone's fighting for. So it becomes a new game then, but. We've got 3 wins left in us, hopefully.
Of course. So, yeah, the last home and away round is next week, and you're back at home against Old Melburnians. How will you recover from today's game? Look for the final home and away game and sort of lead into your final series coming up.
Yeah, look, we want to go into the final playing good footy. I think I think that's our 7th win in a row today, so we are playing really good footy. We want that to continue. I think we've worked pretty hard on the track too over the last sort of month to get ourselves cherry ripe for this. So we won't be taking the foot off the pedal next week. We want to make sure we're playing finals footy as early as we can. I thought today in the second half we probably put the foot down and showed that we are in pretty good nick. So we'll be hoping next week we can show that again.
Well, we thank you for your time. Congratulations on the win today. We'll look forward to seeing you again next week.
Thanks, Tom.
I'll throw it to Adi, who's with Old Trinity.
Thanks, John. I'm here with coach of Trinity, Bernie. So, Bernie, you began the game really well. You were dominating the game for a quarter and a half. What do you think about those things? What do you thought about that?
Yeah, look, the guys really came to play today. Again, knew it was a huge challenge playing the top team. Wanted to see if we could grab a scalp. They've been playing some great football, and obviously it's hard to sustain that even a couple of weeks out from finals. So I was really pleased with our guys' attitude and preparation, the way we hunted them and hunted the footy. I thought we controlled most of the contested ball in the first quarter, into a fair breeze too. I was rapt that we'd been so competitive, and I think might have even been the lead. And then started the second quarter in the same vein, moved it really well. Look, it's a tough sport, and we're playing against quality opponents. Things need to go your way, but obviously losing 2 of your best players, one in the first 5 minutes and then one early in the second, started to challenge our rotations and our fitness and, the quality of Uni. They were able to get some good ball movement into the breeze late in that quarter and sort of turn things around where it was looking that we might have got out to a few goal lead. We came in down at half time. So, I thought it was a really high standard quality first half of footy, and then yeah, you lose another one and another two in the third quarter. You're down to no bench and no rotations. And a quality team like Uni Blues, if you don't have those rotations and that run, they're going to make you pay on transition and on turnovers. And they did that. So yeah, I thought their system, their ball movement, their really controlled aggression and team-based footy, their ability to continue to hit up in the second half just started to wane on our guys. And unfortunately, by three-quarter time, it was pretty much game over.
Yeah, I was just talking about the injuries. Like you had 4 players down. Any updates on them, and would you be any chance of any of them coming back to play next week?
Look, I'll have to wait and see. I'm not sure entirely to be honest with you. So I know a couple of them had to go and get assessed, and just made the decision we couldn't risk them with the situation we're in. So yeah, not sure exactly on how many of the guys that will get back for next week. But if not, yeah, I'm sure there'll be a few other players ready to put their hand up.
I just want to pick up on Alex Polidorus. Like he was really good in front of the goal. He stepped up in the second half a bit more. He's getting more involved in the game. So what do you think about his performance?
Yeah, look, Polly's a fantastic athlete. He's super mobile. He's got a really good leap, good hands, a long kick, and a good tank. So he fit for us as a really hard prospect for opposition. And had he probably kicked a little more accurately, he could have had 6 or 7 today. So I think he had about 9 shots on goal. So I was wrapped with his effort. And to be honest, even in that last quarter, to not have a bench and run out the way we did against such a quality opposition and still keep it a contest, I was extremely proud of our guys today. And yeah, good signs hopefully going into next week.
So last question, like a big game next week against Dealer. Winner stays, the loser goes out. So how are you going to prepare through this week for the big game there? Especially you're playing away, so you have to play at their home ground. Yeah, look, it's nearly a mini B-grade grand final, I guess, in that, the winner gets to stay up and play an A-grade next year and the loser doesn't. So, it's the beauty of the amateur competition. There's a lot of really exciting games next week, guys playing for positions inside the 4, outside the 4, guys playing ourselves and Dealer to stay up. So, look, we'll probably try and treat it, no doubt, the same way as Dealer. It's like a mini final. We'll try and have a sharp week on the track, and it's just going to come down to who can produce the best football next week. We've been really tight in regard to results so far. So, yeah, excited for the opportunity, and hopefully we can get the job done. Thanks, Bunny, for joining me. That's it from here, or for us at Dally Oval, where Trinity have gone down by 70 points. See you all next week.
This has been another Complete Sports Management production.